What's up guys, this is Hardik here and today I'll be showing you if the Moto 360 Gen 1 still worth it. Start off with the design. The Moto 360 when it came out was the first smartwatch to carry out the circular design, which I think was the best thing Motorola came up with. With the thin bezels came the bar at the bottom to hold the display sensors and the ambient light sensors, which is also present in the second gen Moto 360, which is actually important according to Motorola in order to keep the bezel small, which I think suits the display well. So the design has been modified quite a bit from the previous gen 360. The power button, which was at the 3 o'clock position, is now at 2 o'clock position, and you all know that the second gen is now added to Moto Maker, so the design including the bezel color, the band color and many more can be changed, so that's a plus point in the second gen Moto 360. Talking about specs, people say it's a huge difference as compared to the previous gen model, but in my opinion it's not quite a difference as both of them perform extremely well. Yeah, the second gen is obviously more smoother, more faster than the first gen, but it's not as visible or you won't identify it at the first go. So the specs I was talking about is between the slower OMAP chip versus the Snapdragon 400 and Adreno 305 GPU with half a gig of RAM. The RAM remains same although the specs increased. One best thing to happen with the Moto 360 Gen 2 is that it's now way more easy to swap bands, which in the first gen was a pain in the ass. Although you can buy adapters for the first gen 360, which I'll link in the description below, that make swapping bands easier as well, but installing those adapters again is a pain in the ass. Now let's talk about the battery. The previous gen model had a 320 mAh battery and didn't even last a day, or I should say half a day, until Motorola pushed the 5.1 update, which goddamn increased the battery like hell. And now after a full charge, the watch lasts me an entire day, or if it's not connected, sometimes lasts me a day and a half, which is pretty good for a smartwatch. You can charge it every night, and the best thing is it supports wireless charging, and as the battery on the first gen is pretty small, it charges from 0 to 100 in an hour or so. The second gen has a 400 mAh battery, which Motorola claims will last 2 days or so, but in my opinion I prefer charging every night for an hour rather than getting out of juice in the middle of the next day, but that's people views, so yeah. So as compared, I think the first gen is worth the price, and as the price is now reducing, it's definitely a good deal if you are new in the smartwatch game. This doesn't mean that the second gen is not worth, but with the slight improvement in the specs and battery and the design, I think it's not worth spending your money on. Either way, thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up and to subscribe to my channel if you are not already subscribed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.